where I got to the other day. Got it spot welded in, welded along the wing side. I still have to do along this back edge, but the underside of that has got the like sealant stuff on it on the van side. So I'm going to go ahead and get that off with a knot wheel and then weld that bit up the now. There, I've got that back edge welded in now. I'm just going to go ahead and make this awkward shaped patch. There's my little patch made, so I'm going to go ahead and weld that in now. Right, that patch is welded in now. I'm going to spend the next hour or two cleaning up all the welds on this. Right, I've got as far as that and I've run out of sanding belts again. It will definitely need a second pass in places, so I'm going to leave that at that just now and get on with something else. Right, I've given this a wee clean up and I've decided that it's too far gone, so I'm going to make another one because I've looked on eBay and I'm too tight to pay that, so I'm going to make one. So there is basically the pattern of it, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that out now. Right, I've got that marked out on a scrap bit of metal that Kev has lying about, so we'll cut that out now. Right, I've went ahead and marked two of them out now, and I'm going to go ahead and cut them out. Right, there I've got them cut out. I think you'll see what I'm trying to do now is to make like some kind of press to sandwich a bit of metal between them to make all these indentations, etc. So I'm going to go ahead and try and make that, and I'll show you what I'll come up with. Right, I have them clamped together now. So next job is to drill these holes. Yeah, drill all these holes out, because then that will clamp it together and help hold things straight. Right, so I got my holes drilled, got them bolted together. I will upgrade these bolts. These are just M6 bolts just now. I will upgrade these to like 12s or something to help it bite, but these are just to hold it in place for now. I'm going to work on the notches I've got to do up here. I'm going to do this bit after, so basically I'm going to work on these bits, how I'm going to work with that, and get these notches here cut out. This is how I'm going to do these grooves. I've cut this slot out and then I'll shape it with the finger sander and the grinder, like on a 45 degree there, 45 degree there. I think it's only like a 15 degree coming off here. And this will be my female side. And then the next one I'll press onto that and then I'll squeeze it and I'll make a male of that, hopefully. There's my 45 degree angle. It's not too bad. Finger sander was no good for it, so I ended up having to do it with a little hand file. So had them on top of my head, so lots of goggle sweat. I'm a bit sweaty, So hope it was worth it. These bits here seem to fall in at about a 30-degree angle, so I'm going to go ahead and file them out. There is my female, if you like. So I'm going to go ahead and make a male for that now. Right, so I've got another bit scrap cut out. And basically the aim is to buff that down till it fits flush and tight. So I'm going to get on with that. Right, there is the male piece, if you like. Again, done with a finger sander and a file. If you look, pretty much there. It's like very minimal. So I'm going to call that good enough. If I want to get pernickety, I could go a wee blast over with the file again. I'm going to drill some holes in this so I could spot weld it to the upper plate. This is the bottom plate, I'm going to spot weld that to the upper plate. Right, I've given that a wee clean up with the finger sander. As you can see, it's still got rust on it, but I'm not going to take too much off it, so it's good enough for what I needed to do. Right, so I've got that sitting in where it's meant to go. I've kind of cleaned up that bit, took some of the rust off it anyways, cleaned up where that weld is going to go. So I'm going to clamp the two of them together now so they're in the right place, and then spot weld it through. Right, so I'm all bolted in and clamped up and ready to spot weld in. Right, attempt number 2 with bigger holes for spot welds. Right, I got that spot welded on. It took 3 attempts and I had to drill them out to 10mm spot welds and the welder on full power to get it to stick, but it stuck, so that's good. And it all fits decent enough. So I'm going to get on and do this, well, clean these up and then get on and do the other side. I'll just show you it when it's done, basically, or midway through doing it. Right, there is the side that I've already done. There is the new side that I've been working on, obviously the female side of it. You can see it's got this big round bit in it. That is for this bit. And you can see that that's actually deeper, that round bit. So it's going to need another step to that again. So how I'm going to do that is cut that donut out of there and spot weld that to the bottom of this bit, and then even more filing again. On a side note, a Greg's coffee cup was the perfect circle size. Right, so I've got that bit cut out and spot welded on the back, as you can see. But Kev is away to work, and I think he has the step drill because that's the only drill that's big enough to drill this out more. So I'm just going to get on with making this mail pack just now to fit in here. Kev has convinced me to do a trial run before I go any further. So I've welded these back plates on for something for the nut to go against. I've drilled these out to 12mm now. I've got some threaded rod, so I'm going to try and bend a bit of metal to this shape here. There it is, squashed as much as I could squash it. Remember, there'll be one on this end as well. It's just not there at the moment. We're just doing a wee trial run on this bit. And there we have it. I'm gonna call that a success. It's not put me off proceeding anyway. Obviously that was just 2 bolts. The whole clamp press, if you like, was sitting squint. I reckon if the whole thing was pressing evenly, it would work pretty decent. So I'm happy with that. It's not. I'm going to still proceed and make the whole thing. I don't know whether to end the video here or not, because it's took me ages to make this so far, and it'd be another ages before I finish it, so it'd be a long ass video, so I might just stop it at this just now, but I'm going to say that's a success.